Hello everybody, and welcome to Wonderfully Hopeless Colors. We are going to continue on our page in Seasons by Hanna Karlzon today. Alright, so this is where we're at, and today we're going to work on these two flowers, I think, and we'll see how far we get from there. So let's zoom in. I'm going to have to, let's just pull the camera there a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna stick with the colors I already have pulled. So I'm thinking I'm gonna look at some of the purples. I have quite a few purples. I think I pulled purples for this, and I'm trying to remember which ones I pulled. I did some pre-planning, and then I got sick this weekend. I have a bit of a sinus infection that has... I'm just getting my color charts, and I'm on the wrong one because I'm working on too many coloring pages at once. Alright, here we go. And this will save me some time. So we have Periwinkle. That's obviously one I was going to use. Pale Purple. That's one I used on the last flower. I don't think that's one I was going to pull in. Wild Pansy. I think that's going with the Periwinkle. Blue Violet. Maybe, I'm not sure. And no, I think that's the combo I'm going with. And the French Lavender is not really where I'm going, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. So we've got Wild Pansy, Periwinkle. I'm not 100% sure on the Periwinkle. And then Trian Purple. No, the Trian Purple is too purple. I think I want Blue Violet. Okay, let's try that. Alright. So, I think we're going to start with... I'm still questioning my choices. This is what happens when you don't write down what you want to do. This is what happens. I know I had it figured out before, but unfortunately, I didn't write it down, which is not super helpful. Let's switch out the Periwinkle. Let's see, I know the Periwinkle is in here. Or the Pale Purple, because it's more pinky. I can't remember. Alright. Let's just get a piece of paper and see what we like. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's a little bit more purple. I'm not loving the French Lavender in there. Do I like the... think I might go that way. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, we're gonna start off with the lightest color and just get some color down. So, like I said, Friday, I wasn't feeling great. Okay, I was really not feeling great by the time I got home. Definite sinusitis, sinus infection, whatever you want to call it. So I really didn't get a lot accomplished this weekend, and I had already taken Monday off today because I was supposed to take my husband to go see a specialist, and at 6:30 last night I got a phone call saying that the doctor's office needed to reschedule. It's like, alright, I'm a teacher, I took time off, and that is not something I enjoy doing. So we're not going to use more school time for this appointment, especially if you're going to call me at 6:30 at night and cancel. I get extenuating circumstances and all, but I also remember, when doctors had somebody else that could cover their appointments, and you weren't just screwed when you had taken time off of work to go to a doctor's appointment, So I wasn't really thrilled. And since I was not feeling that great, I just decided to go ahead and leave my day off, because it's probably better to take an extra day since I had already did all the work for the day off, and use today as an extra recovery day. So at home I am. So doesn't mean I haven't done anything. I actually got some lesson plans done because I actually don't feel as bad as I have felt all weekend. So I got some lesson plans done, and I did some of my college work. So that was a bonus. Alright, let's put some base color on this flower up here. Alright, so I'm not going to count it as a lost day, but it maybe frustrated me a whole bunch that we have been waiting for the specialist appointment for 3 months and had to take time off of work because, of course, they didn't call the schedule. They just told us when to show up, which means I had to take time off of work. And, that is not, not everybody can do that. So it really frustrates me when everybody seems to think that everybody's got a job, that you can just take time off of work, and it's not that easy. And then to cancel and then I can't get in to see for another appointment. And sorry if turning the book is bugging you, but left-handed, there's only so much I can do about it. I can't get in. I can't get my husband in. It's not my appointment, it's his. Until December. So it's going to be 6 months from the time that the specialist recommended the appointment. So one specialist to the next specialist. It's going to end up being 6 months. But I'm not willing to take more time off of work when the doctor's office is willing to cancel last minute. And, I just can't afford to be taking time off of work for that. It's because it's a full day off when I have to do it because of it's 2 hours away. So I just end up having to take a full day off, and that sucks. I'm not really fond of that. So, not happy. And my husband's not happy either because, you know, but what are you going to do? I'm going to color. That's all I can do. Let it go. Alright, so there's our base color. Now, let's start with some wild pansy. And we're just going to start putting in some shading. So I hope everybody else had a better weekend than I did. Being sick sucks. I have no patience for being sick, and I'm never sick. I am that person who is sick for a day max, and I just keep on going. There's no like downtime for me, really. I just don't get that sick that often, and oh no, I even napped, and I never nap. I was white, and I don't get sinus infections like ever, so it was like, this sucks. So, and then I had to go to the pharmacy to get some sinus medicine, and of course all the good stuff is locked behind the counter, so you know, then you have to wait in line, and their app wasn't working, so that's always fun. Yeah, but we got it done, and I'm feeling better today, even though I got no sleep last night, probably because I napped so much yesterday. So I am not napping today. Haven't had to take any cold medicine, which is a positive. Now if I could quit hacking up a lung, that would be even better. But overall, not too bad. I won't complain too much. I'd complain less if I didn't have to burn a sick day. But this means I'm not trying to give lecture today while hacking up a lung, which is probably for the best. And it's just, the weather has gotten hot. It was 84 outside. I don't want to know what it is with the humidity. Unpleasant. We'll go with unpleasant. It is unpleasant outside. So, not enjoying that. But it is the end of August, and I know that winter is coming and autumn is coming. I love autumn. That's my favorite time of year. So I'm quite happy about that. So I love fall. I love winter. I am not a summer fan. I don't like the heat. I'll take the cold any day of the week. I do not like the heat. So the unpleasant heat is just that unpleasant. I'm not enjoying it. But it's supposed to be hot this week, and then it's going to cool down again, so I'll live. Could be worse. Could be worse. That's what I remind myself. I have seen much hotter and not had air. So I just got my air replaced last year before. So I'm pretty happy that I know I have air, and it's probably going to be good for a while without me having to do too much for it. So that's a bonus. Alright. Now, let's come in and add some more shadow with the blue violet. And we're going to add a lot less of this. Just put a hint of it when we think there'd be some more shadow. In between these, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be stamen, but I won't swear. Biology degree. Useful for some things, not useful for others. Was not saving me from making stupid math mistakes yesterday, which was driving me nuts on my college course. I was like, I know better. I teach this. This is literally velocity. I teach this every freaking year. I know how velocity works. I know the formula. But I kept making stupid math mistakes. It was driving me nuts. My husband was getting tired of hearing me talk about stupid math mistakes. I'm like, you have no idea how nutty it drives me when I do stupid stuff. This is an easy problem. I shouldn't have any problem solving this. And yet, I was. But, c'est la vie. I got an A today, so got 100%. That's pretty much my... I go until I get 100%, and he gives us, so it's an online math class, and we get 5 tries per quiz, so why would you not go until you get 100%? Usually I'm pretty good first try, I can get it, especially when I understand what I'm doing, but sometimes, especially when I'm sick, my brain makes really, really stupid mistakes. That's kind of embarrassing some days. And these were definitely on the embarrassing side of mistakes. So, what are you gonna do? Retake it and move on, which is what I did. I took it twice yesterday and made 3 stupid mistakes, which drove me a little mental. And so I retook it again today, and I made no mistakes, because, hey, my brain was functioning better. It's always great when my brain functions better. I'm kind of hoping that the brain functions good enough today that I could maybe sit down and do some cross stitch this afternoon or this evening. But we shall see how the brain is feeling, because my cross stitch project requires actual brain power. It is not a mindless cross stitch project, or at least not where I'm at right now. Will it get there? Yes. When I get to the sea of black, I will have no problems just stitching away to my little heart's content. I am not there right now. Right now, I am staring at a wall of different blues. I'm working on a mermaid tail. So, it requires a little bit more work. Alright, we've put some shadow in. went a little bit more heavy-handed on the shadow, but I'm gonna come back in with the other two colors and start blending. So all should be right with the world. Alright, we're going to come back in with our periwinkle, which is our lightest color, and we're going to start blending. Just light layer. I am looking forward to starting to color autumn pages, and I think that's predominantly what I'm going to focus on next month. Because, well, I'm a teacher. Summer is over. Do I fully recognize that summer is not over until the end of September? Yes, I understand the logic and the science. However, I'm a teacher. I'm back at work. My summer is over. So I'm ready for autumn. And I am probably going to start coloring autumn pages. And by the end of September, I am firmly in Halloween mode. I put my Halloween decorations up fairly early, although there is somebody around the corner from me who already has theirs starting to go up. So, no, that wasn't around the corner. It was a couple blocks down. Small town, doesn't matter. Somebody's got their Halloween decorations going up. I was quite excited. So, and actually next weekend is the holiday weekend, so my husband and I are going to be working on some of our Halloween decorations to get them ready to go up, because we want them up before the fall festival, which is the end of September. So next weekend is the 1st of September. So I want to get them up. And we made some Grim Reaper statues. And I want to make some improvements to them this year before we put them back out. So we're going to work on that this weekend. On top of doing schoolwork and all that good jazz, because I really do need to do some more schoolwork. I want to get further ahead on my college course. And I will probably have some work to do. It depends on how much work I get done this week. I don't tend to bring work home very often. I just am a firm believer of I don't get paid enough for the hours that everybody seems to think that I should put in for free. There's not enough hours in the day. I can't get everything done, so I mostly just prioritize and I get what I can get and I move on. Because, I'm sorry, my paycheck is not that big, and I'm not going to work for free all the time. Do I still work for free? Yeah, every teacher does. Even the 40-hour work week ones, you still end up occasionally having to bring work home. I very much tend to stick to my school hours and work stays at work, and I don't worry about it at home. But occasionally, I have to bring something home. It's just the way it is. I am really liking the way these flowers are turning out. I love these pencils. Although, to be honest, one of the things I colored this weekend was a page in Small Victories by Johanna Basford, and I went through and used, like, I think there's a couple small sets I didn't pull out, but I used all of my colored pencils, like all the sets I have. And I gotta tell you, I like all my colored pencils. There's nothing I'm like, I hate that colored pencil. I was really pretty pleased with my colored pencils. I can't say there was any that I don't like. I have a couple that are more favorites than others. And shockingly, they're not everybody else's favorites, but I know a lot of people like the same ones I like, because that's where I got the recommendations to buy them. But, I enjoyed my budget pencils just as much as I enjoy all my other pencils. I own more budget pencils than I own nice pencils, but I couldn't tell you there was one I like better than the other. And I was really kind of surprised because, you know, I watch a lot of videos and everybody's like, oh, this is so much better than this, and this is the one I would... You know, I like them all. I actually just put all my pencils in a random wheel, so I can just say, hey, pick a pencil for me. And then I can just color, because it tells me what to color with. Because I like them all. So, maybe I'm weird. I'm probably just weird. Which is okay. I don't mind being weird. But like, these are one of my favorite pencils. I thoroughly enjoy these. And they're, you know, relatively inexpensive. I really wish that they had a larger set, because I really like these. I use these a fair bit. I like them quite a bit. I'm a big fan of these. I'm a big fan of my Black Widows. But I have just the Color 120 out of the Chameleon one. And, they were great. Loved working with them. I really kind of want to try the 300 set. I think that would be fun. Maybe eventually. But right now, I probably have enough color pencils to be getting on with for a while. Probably don't need to add to the stash for a while. I really feel the urge to cough, and I'm trying not to cough because I don't want to have to edit it out. Can I make it to the end of coloring this section so I don't have to edit? I hate having to edit. It's just not my jam. I know lots of people do, but it is not my jam. I would rather do just about anything but spend time editing. That's time I could be coloring or cross-stitching or knitting or any of the other hobbies that I prefer, which is all other hobbies, because I don't think I've met a hobby I don't like yet. I have ones I do more than others, but yeah, there's not a hobby I don't like. And then the camera randomly stops because it wants to make me edit. that's alright. It's bad. I can't say that it's a great camera, but it wants to make me edit apparently. Alright, now we're going to come back in with the periwinkle after I sharpen it. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the statement. I'm pretty sure it's going to be orange. I kind of love this standing desk. I don't necessarily have to move the book quite as much because I can just rotate my body. And that's kind of awesome. And I'm just kind of using this light color to blend and burnish. A little bit of a harsh line there, but such is life. I'm not going for perfection all the time. I'm not as big of a perfectionist as I used to be. It's overrated. It doesn't bring me joy. Why am I going to sit here and fuss with it? That's kind of my philosophy on a lot of things these days. If it's your hobby and you're supposed to be doing it for fun and to relax, why are you letting it stress you out? So I don't. I don't want to be stressed. Not gonna be. Gonna let it go. Can I do that about everything? No, but I'm pretty good at doing it with coloring. And most of my crafting. It's just not worth it. I just realized, oh, I forgot to put some darker color where the leaf's curled over. Wouldn't that probably be the darker color? Probably not, but do I care? Nope. I like it. I like the way it looks. So I'm okay. And that's just peachy keen for me. I'm feeling coloring makes me feel mellow. It always has. It's a great hobby. I wish more people understood that you gotta do something to manage your stress. Find something that's relaxing, not stress-inducing. But, hey, everybody's got to figure it out. Find what works for you. And this works for me. Although I am definitely enjoying the upgrade from crayons and whatever coloring book I could find at the dollar store. This is way better. I don't miss dollar store and crayon. Well, sometimes I pull out the crayons. I like crayons. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't really miss the kitty coloring books very much. I quite enjoy where we've gone with adult coloring books. Pretty awesome. Alright, I am pretty happy with those. So what have I got in the jar? I have this one and this one, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. So we have Vanilla Flower and Sunkissed. Alright, so we're going to come in here we're going to start the base of these with Sunkissed. And then kind of where they overlap, add in a little bit of shadow. It doesn't have to be a lot. And then come in here with the other one and just blend out that color. I am liking that. Now the question is, can I get this picture done before the end of the month? We have a week, not even. I think Friday is the last day of the month. So, can I get it done? Possibly. Can I get it done and have time to film it? That's a little bit more questionable. I'm gonna try. But, I might come over these with some gel pens later. They're just screaming for a little sparkle. That's probably what's going to happen, is I'm probably going to come over them with gel pen. But put the base color down. You can always add highlights later. Okay. All right. I think the buggy is going to be in gel pen, just because I think I'm going to make him pop. All right, the leaves. Let's stick with the greens I already have pulled out. So let's take a look at what we have to work with. All right. I think I want some darker to make the purple pop. So olive green, pickle, and cypress tree is what I think I'm gonna go with. Double checking where they sit on the Oh, I'm looking at the wrong color chart again. That's not helpful. Okay, there we go. That's more helpful. Where's pickle? So pickle, olive green. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're going to go with. All right. So pickle is our lightest color. So let's just go over everything in pickle. All right. Let's just flip that over so it stops misbehaving. All right. I can't decide if I want the buggy to blend in or if I want him to pop. He looks like a beetle to me, so a very nondescript beetle. I couldn't tell you what type of beetle he is, but it's not like I'm going for realism anyway, so I'm not too picky about that. But I think we could just make him a little black beetle. I mean, there's quite a few beetles that are just black, so that's easy. Just give him a little sparkle because their shells are shiny. He can be a sparkly little black bug. I'm not a huge bug person, but if we make them sparkly, they're cute, right? I think that's going to be my logic. It's sparkly. The flies are cute. They're sparkly. I think otherwise I'd be like, nope, it's bug. Yuck. I just realized that's a little wilty flower. I'm going to have to color that. Just realized it's a little wilty flower. Maybe it's really young. It looks kind of sad back there. We'll fix him in a minute. Because if I don't, I'll forget him again. Poor little flower. Poor little flower. I'm gonna start sounding like Bob Ross. That's okay. I like Bob Ross. I loved his videos. Happy, chill vibe. And that's what I'm feeling. Happy, chill vibe. Everybody needs to have a nice, chill vibe. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. It's good. I think the world could use a little bit more Bob Ross in their life. And now I've mixed up all my colored pencils, so I gotta find the colors I was using again. It wasn't that one, it wasn't that one. I don't remember. This is blue violet. There we go. There they are. I'm only so helpless. Alright. Let's fix this poor little baby flower. It needs some help. Alright. Give him some blue. Let's give you a little dark down here. Let's come in with this purpley color and make you a little less sad. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now that we've fixed the baby, let's go in with our cypress tree and start adding some shadow. Put some shadow under the buggy. Not that he casts a lot of shadow, but he needs a little bit. I can't believe it's already 3-day weekend this weekend. It feels like August just got here and we're almost done. And, you know, I've been stupid busy because it's the first of the school year, so that always means I'm stupid busy, but it just feels like, wow, this came fast. Where did the year go? But I felt like my whole summer just flew by. Such is life. Such is life. It flies by. But if it's flying by now, guess what? That means that next summer will be here before you know it. Before we know it, it'll be Thanksgiving. Yikes. I'm not ready for that yet. That's cooking. Lots of cooking. Alright, now we're going to take olive green. And we're going to add in some more color. I am looking forward to this weekend because I know everybody's going to start putting out their finished pages for August, and I've already seen several people putting out their September plans. That's another video I want to try and get made. Maybe today, depending on how the rest of the day goes. We'll see. We'll see. Can only do what we can do. But it would be kind of awesome to get some done. But then again, then I have to, cement plans, and I haven't got that far yet. I kind of have a loose idea of what I want to work on, but defined plans, not so much. I know I want to do some, there's some whips from years previous that I actually want to get finished. So there's that, and so we're going to start with that. And then we'll see how we go from there. Alright, let's come back in with pickle. And do some blending. So I know I have a few pages in some of my autumn books that I have started, and I want to work on maybe finishing some of those. I saw the space timber thing, and I'm kind of torn. I'm not a huge space person, but I also kind of like the challenge of trying new things, and coloring is low threshold for just try. If I don't like it, no big deal, right? And I have several books with space pages, and yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated, and I can just use a color combination. I can look on Pinterest and find one that I like and go from there. Doesn't have to be complicated. I'm not trying to make my life complicated. My goal is usually not to make my life any more complicated than my life already is. If I could make my life less complicated, I would. I can't, but if I could, I would. I'm a firm life should not be complicated. It is. I think everybody's life is complicated in its own way. As I tell my students, you don't know what is going on in somebody else's life, so try and give them grace and understanding, and be as nice as you can. Because that's just, you don't know. We can't know what everybody is going on with. I don't like that leaf. Let's see if I can't. I'm not loving that leaf. Let's see if we can't fix that leaf a little bit. It's a funky leaf. Well, it's not great, but it's better. Okay. I'm pretty happy with those leaves. Alright. I think we're going to call that good for this section. Let's see, what do we got left? Let's zoom that the other way. Alright, so we still have the bottle that I'm avoiding. We have these little flowers. They're going to be blue. I've got almost red, pinks, and some purples. So I'm going to pull in more blue. This is blue-ish. We're going to go blue here. And then I have my butterfly that I think I'm going to put a base down, and then most of this detail work is going to be in gel pen. We have our wasp up here. It just kind of looks like a wasp. It's a bug. So it'll be glittery too, because, you know, the other bugs were. So I still don't know what I'm going to do with the jar, but it's going to be the colors that are in the flowers that are going to go in the jar. I do know that much. My dog is making weird sounds. Alright, so I think we're going to stop here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.